Okay, we got a 2020 Honda Accord. Basically, this car, you know, they leave it on 4 brakes. They break in, take airbags, they take rims, leave the car on four brakes. It's already one happened around here, so he got paranoid, which I don't blame the guy. And he gave us a call, and then what we did is what we're gonna do is add a shock sensor to the factory alarm. Okay, first I'm gonna show you guys. I'm going to show you guys before the shock sensor, you know, what the thief can do to the vehicle and nothing will happen. I'm going to go ahead and bang on the tires. The alarm is already on. See, nothing happens. I'll bang on the window. Nothing happens. Bang on the keyhole. Nothing happens. Okay. Now I'm going to get ready to do the shock sensor installation. And then I'll get back with you guys in a second, and you can see the difference when you get the shock sensor add-on to the factory alarm. Okay, we just added the shock sensor to the factory alarm system. I'm gonna go ahead and arm the alarm. Okay, we got to give it 30 seconds because factory alarms have a delay. He got the tints done, so you can't see the actual light that goes in your dashboard. But I'm gonna give you the way the flashes. It will start going like this, and once it does like a little pause, and then it's gonna flash a little slower. That's when the alarm is actually engaged. So give and take when you arm it, it's about 30 seconds that you have to wait. Basically, I don't think nobody's going to steal your rims and tires and airbags in 30 seconds when you exit the vehicle. So you don't have to worry too much about that. Just close the door and hit lock and walk away, and that should be it. If somebody tries to bust out the nut locks by sticking a socket, you'll see it on the bottom of the video. They put a socket and they hammer it in by pressure. That will fire off the alarm. I'm gonna go ahead and bang on the tire right here. Okay, let me go ahead and rearm it. Also protects in case somebody busts out the keyhole. The kit that we use also does the door bypass. In essence, what happened to this vehicle and all Hondas, if somebody busts out the keyhole and turn it to the right, that shuts off the factory alarm, which it doesn't do any good for anybody who owns this vehicle that has a factory alarm system, because anybody can bust out the keyhole, turn it to the right, and turn off your factory alarm and open the door. Basically, the shock should pick that up, but we also, for precaution, we use a second layer of security, so we bypass that wire. So yeah, so if somebody does that, it will not shut off the factory alarm. In fact, the minute they turn the cylinder with the key, that will fire off the alarm because it turns on the interior light. That doesn't harm the car in each way. It doesn't harm it at all. We've been doing the bypassing doors since 2014. Everything remains the same. All the functions are working in the car. In fact, if I do it and I don't tell you, you will never know that I disabled the wire that goes to the key cylinder that shuts off the factory alarm. I'm gonna go ahead and bang on the window. Actually, I'll bang on the keyhole so you can see that it will fire off. Okay. And then I'll bang on the window now, and that will fire off the alarm. And then I'm also gonna remove the key from here. And actually, we'll get that done right now. Let me remove the key from the remote control. Okay. You have to back away with the remote control. Back away with the remote control, and I'm gonna use the key only to open the door, and that will fire off the alarm. Basically, the way it works is if somebody tries to break the keyhole, that will before it used to shut off the factory alarm, but now it will not shut off the factory alarm. Just fired off the alarm. Okay, so that's what happens. So basically, yeah, that's completes the whole installation of the shock sensor kit add-on. This is a must. They are going after airbags in this vehicle. Okay, I'll show you one more thing, which is banging on the window. I'm also going to show you the back tire. Sometimes we get people to write us email, hey, you showed us the front tire but you never showed us the back tire. Okay, no problem, I'll show you the back tire. We'll do that in a second. This is the 2020. They really didn't change anything from the 2019. But it's a nice car. If it wasn't because of the rim theft and airbag theft, For the price of the vehicle, it will be a pretty nice car to own. But you can always add this shock sensor kit, and at least you know if somebody's going to take your rims and tires or break your keyhole or break your window, the alarm is going to fire off. You know, you'll have a little bit of damage in the keyhole or broken glass, because we can't stop that. But at least you don't give the guy the pleasure to take off with your airbags that are a couple $1,000. And definitely you don't want somebody to take off with all 4 rims and tires, because that's $5,000 or $6,000, and maybe a little less. I don't ask the customers when they get the rims and tires stolen how much the insurance had to pay out, but I imagine that it's a pretty penny. Not to mention that sometimes they scratch the bottom spoiler when the car falls on the floor. Sometimes, when it all depends who does it, if they use 4 bricks or they just use one in the middle, and the car does this number like this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bang on the back tire. This is the shock sensor add-on. Numbers are 305-298-4814. That's 305-298-4814. This is Auto Alarm Specialist. And yes, we do have free mobile service. Thank you for watching this video.